All right, this is one of the most textbook perfect entries I've seen in weeks, and I really like to analyze this pair and share with you what I've done over the weeks, what I have spotted, and how I have taken my trades. Okay, so let me walk you through this clean gold buy setup, like from all the liquidity sweep to trend line touches and to breakaway target. Okay, so last week I was trading and I saw that there was a resistance area, okay, at this zone. All right. And what I did was I did a buy at this area, this area. So because there was a gap, and this is what we call as a breakaway gap. And there is a very high volume of liquidity to be filled, and that's why I intended to buy all the way up. So I've seen that there was a low which is ahead, and there is some other low here which is the higher low, and another area of shoulder, left shoulder and right shoulder. We call this an inverted head and shoulder. Okay, so this is the next higher low. So once it broke this yellow trend line over here with a bullish buy, I know that this is a trade call to buy and it's moving towards the breakaway gaps on the left. And that's why I'm buying the trade up to the gap. Okay, so that is one trade entry that I have gotten. In between there is some sweeps there, so you want to take a high probability trade. Probably you have to be very wary of the first trade of liquidity sweep, okay, before you really enter your trade. Okay, or you can enter on the higher enter on a lower time frame. All the time do your analysis on a higher time frame. Okay, so once it broke out and I have already done my trade, so the next thing I did was to draw a trend line. Okay, and there goes my third touch. I have like this one touches. Oh, sorry, I need to get my pencil out. So I got my one touches, two touches, and my third touch. Okay, so my third touch here on this uptrend line is telling me that, hey, there is a buy signal. Okay, because there is a buy candle upon several lows. Okay, so those that think that the price is turning bearish and it's time to sell is not ready for me yet, because the trend line is not yet broken. There is another bullish buy. So in all this time frame, there are many weeks, okay, that is slowly pushing the price up, and it's telling me that liquidity are loading, okay, loading up. And another thing is that I will have a minor trend here, and because it has broken this minor trend with a bullish candles, okay, it's a bullish candle, I know that the signal is still up. So I have taken the trade in the lower time frame to actually buy, right? So it's very clear, and that is a buy signal. And actually, I took my TP somewhere around here, and yes, of course, it still move further up. Okay, so one telltale sign that why I know the next day will be a buy is because of, firstly, there is a third touch, and there are many wicks formed pushing the price up. And also this is a mirror effect, okay, of the inverted shoulder, meaning the price come to touch here, and that is the max low. Okay, that is the latest swing low, and the price touches and moving up. So I get to know that, hey, the price move, you know, is a mirror effect that touching on the same previous support level, you know, on the left side of the shoulder. So on the right side of the shoulder, it mirrored the same thing. Then I'm looking forward to like a drop of price, and my buy entries at the bottom up. All right. So this is my trade call. I mean, what I have done for the past week. So the signal of the reversal signal is very explosive. I have many confluence to tell me that, like the trend line, the wick, the indicators, the stochastic, the support and resistance zone, and various confirmation, price action, price pattern, momentum, so many things all in line. So this is really a very interesting textbook theories come alive on trading that I'm able to share. I'm so excited to share this, right? So for the next coming week, Monday, there will be a US holiday, so market may be slow, right? And I have this resistance over here, okay, where there are multiple touches, where the market is slow, and you might think that, hey, this is sell zone, is you know, a supply zone. Yes, you could call it, but I would see that the price is still ranging, and there are a few things that could happen here on Monday and Tuesday. So the price may be ranging around here, all right, collecting liquidity again, and to sell, I would want to see a clean break. Okay, a clean break meaning like not just a small bearish candle. It takes a very long bearish candle and some few very long bearish candle to change the trend, because there is one, you know, higher low here. Okay, you have to break this higher low to form a new low before it can be called a change of like trend in this secondary how to say, secondary uptrend. Okay, secondary trend. So I want to see good break before I would decide to sell, you know. Once it break on the retest, I might decide to sell down, but that's not my plan, because I've seen that there is still some zones up there ready to be filled, and my plan is, if there is a week up, you know, some week, and there will be creating another fourth touch, okay, and breaking towards up the high, and see some very good momentum, I'll be looking to buy up. Okay, that will be my plans for next week. And yes, so just be careful of the entry at this area where liquidity sweeps, stop hunt will be happening, and make sure you don't enter too early. Just wait after the confluence and the confirmations have confirmed, and that's where we want to enter. Use multi-time frame alignment, break and retest strategy, stochastic confirmation. It's best to buy when the price is oversold, and that is where you want to move your targets. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to clear this and dropping down to the lower time frame in H1. All right. And what I'll see here is that price might be ranging. Okay. Let's say I'll drop to M30. Okay, M30. And I will see that there is some zones down here and some down here. Right. Okay. So all these areas of zones, right, is where, you know, is I'm sorry, is creating, you know, like other blocks for the price to drop. Okay, move into the zone. Okay, and get ready to buy from here, or it drops further down to this zone and buy from here. Okay, so this is where what I'll do in a lower time frame, and this is actually my, you know, this is like a resistance level, and it turning into a support zone. Okay, resistance and support zone. So this overlapping area is where I'll look into. Okay, be very wary. 3333 to 333 3340 zone. Okay, so I'll wait the price to drop that probably around 300 pips buffer in between to drop for a sell. If you want to scalp, preferably you go with the trend and wait for the buy to go up. Okay, so we want to buy up to the supply zone on top. All right, so that's really very nice zone, and I'm watching it very closely. So what is the key level? The key level is 3366. Okay, so I'm looking that once the price strongly breaks above 3366, okay, that's where we go for a strong bullish buy. Okay, so no rush into counter trends yet. All right, we will wait for all the reactions and candles, liquidity grabs before entering all prices. Okay, we want to see clean structure, and if there's no structure, no setup, no trade. We will just to wait for the one right trade and to capture that signal and good trade call and capturing that good pips, 300 to 600 pips. Let's go. Thank you and see you again.